how are we all preparing for our journey?
Food, I guess. Making sure I pack
make
bullets.
sure yeah, because we could be on the road for a couple of days, so make sure we've got some basic foods and stuff.
Yep.
Make sure that Ape knows how to run the place for the 1 or 2
Yeah,
guests.
have her hold down the fort.
Bedtime at 10. Promise me that. Do your homework and.
Don't be shit at bartending.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
If a drunken rat comes in,
And don't draw any attention to the fucking bar, so no stealing while we're not here. Wait, well, no, you can steal, but steal well.
If a drunken rat comes in, give her that piss water. Take a piss. Shit.
Oh my god, we should get her as a regular.
I mean, if you like, she's leaving town very shortly.
Craig,
Yeah.
run to the boat as she's leaving. Just go, wait.
Boombox
No.
over your head.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
She can go.
Just get the fuck. Okay.
She heard that.
Wait. Good riddance.
Oh,
You're an asshole. She's just a lovely old lady.
We are an evil party.
That's true. Okay, so
chaotic greedy.
how are you going to go about trying to look for information? I guess.
I was thinking that
There'll
we
be
would
Let's Dorhim speak.
Okay.
Dorhim start first.
I was just thinking that we go to
can't hear him.
Woodhurst and we just ask the guards at the people who are guarding the road in, say, have they heard of anybody who's just come along the desert road, and say
Fair enough.
if they have any tales of goblins.
Fair enough. Okay. Whoop. What the hell's this?
Oh, can't hear me?
Oh, that would explain why. Like you did like talk over him twice, which is why I was like,
I wasn't being rude.
awfully rude, Tom.
God, Tom.
Yeah, Dorhim's hit refresh. So
Okay.
I was
Sorry.
sitting there like, you dick.
I'm just sitting there like using the stick.
Now we know why.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
again?
I got you now. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, that's fine.
So the idea was to ask the guards at the edge of town.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Give me a whoever wants to do that. Give me a diplomacy check.
Maybe just have Tom do that. He's got best charisma.
Give the charisma character. Okay,
Yeah,
like
okay.
The drunken rat might have thrown up on my shoes. I'm not having that.
what? Where are you getting that from?
She was drunk.
Yeah, but you didn't really talk to her. You sent those two to do it for you.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, okay. That makes all sense. Cool. I'm just Okay, yeah. Like the guards kind of look like each other. Like, yeah, we sent like a couple of men up, up the road, like few clicks. Never east of here, like a town called Olar. Just like we shitty town complaining that they were getting raided. We sent a couple of men up there to deal with it, but they'll probably come back, say nothing happened, and that's that.
When did you send them?
Yesterday.
How long does it take to get there?
Olar. It's like 4 days walk.
Okay. And did you send them walking or
Well, no, they had a horse. Like, what do you think we are? We're the Royal Guard.
one horse between two people? That'll be cozy.
They're married.
Aw, that's lovely.
By the way, do we actually have stuff like tents or sleeping bags?
2 if you do.
Yeah.
Blight and Dorhim bought those, but I do not believe Junior or Jacques have tents or sleeping bags.
What do I have? Hang on. I got to learn that cottage spell.
Please don't learn cottage.
Cottage.
Please.
Battle cottage.
Woo! I'm just
Cottage.
gonna run at people and jump and cast that. So it's
It's annoying how well that actually works as a plan.
I want it to. Yeah, that's a fair point. I don't have anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I guess we're getting snuggly.
You're gonna bunk up with one another.
I mean, unless there's a camping shop in the vicinity.
As a point, by the way, Dorhim does have a gnomish-sized tent, specifically.
Oh, shit.
Just like there's just a pair of human legs stuck out the other end.
Like it's just around your midriff. Like one end, feet out the other. Okay.
A perfectly pitched tent just around my dick.
You could.
You
had to
I'll-
take it there. You had to take it there.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be anywhere we could get those stuff in the town, would there?
It's the capital city. It's the middle of the day, probably.
Yeah.
Give me a second to load up
Yep, to a
the
camping
shop.
I completely forgot we'd moved cities for a second.
Go to a local Taiso's.
Yeah.
Where's shop? Equipment, adventuring gear is probably where it's under.
Guys, I've learned camping stuff recently. I can tie guy liner knots and shit. And
I'm a
fire
bicycle.
lighting.
Okay,
I'm so helpful.
a medium-sized tent,
Yeah.
which is probably what you want for each of you, is 15 gold pieces. Our
Yeah.
bedroll is 1 silver. So 15 gold, 1 silver to get this for you guys.
All right.
Blight and Dorhim are probably feeling pretty smug right now.
Yep.
They
Fair.
get
I really should have thought of that.
But yeah, to be fair, most adventures we play as a group are one city and don't involve much travel.
Yeah, true. Yes.
Cool. So yeah, it's 3 days. Did I say 3 or 4 days? I've got the thing.
I think it was 4.
I meant to say 3. I've got 4 days total travel. That's including something else in my head.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm guessing we're just gonna go on the walk then.
Go walkies.
Okay. So as is the thing with this game, every day you spend outside of your inn, it costs you 1 ration each, which is marked down in your current date and rations supplies handout in the bottom. So I'll be just scoring that off. So it's 3 days walk to get to the town. So that's 3 times 4, so 12 rations go bye-bye straight off the bat, leaving you at 84 rations remaining.
Okay.
That's quite good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad. You started with 100, but you will have to stock up eventually. Because remember, that's only getting here. You still have to get back, and you might spend days here. So,
Yeah.
how long you spend around this area is up to you guys. Anyway, also 3 days have just passed in game, so we are now on 4 days because you also stayed a night, and then 16th. Cool.
Okay.
Welcome to the bit where I actually finally get to move the calendar forwards because we're not just spending a day in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every morning I cast prestidigitation, so I don't smell.
Yeah. It's
I don't have to bathe.
Yeah. You trudge along the walk, and it's a pretty hard slog because you're moving out of a kind of European climate around the area around Woodhurst into a much warmer place. Every day you walk, it gets warmer and warmer, and the foliage around you gets more and more sparse. And at maybe halfway, more late into the evening of day 2's walk, you're no longer in any sort of lush place, but you're starting to walk into what's called the Beggar's Desert. The Beggar's Desert is a large body of desert between Woodhurst and Penzance.
Aye.
It's got it's pitch black sand. It's kind of its selling point, where it's varying black and gray hues of sand. People say that if you stand there in the middle of the night, it just feels like you're 360 degrees surrounded by space because of the color of the ground. It is reasonably safe, although there are occasional dangers here and there. You guys, let's actually see how you guys do. /GM roll, one of my favorite things to type. You guys actually get quite lucky. You don't have much problem. You don't encounter anything big in the way of problem between here and the town. So, you guys, you make your camps, you walk, you make your camps, you walk, you take breaks for water and stuff like that, because, it's all easy. It's all easy squeezy, lemon squeezy, thingy peasy. Let's pretend I said that right. Okay, so eventually you do make your way to Olar, which is not a very big town. It's 3-4 buildings. It's more of an outpost than a town.
Yeah.
It's mud buildings, mud clay kind of things. Large buildings that are just kind of large buildings that house maybe 3 or 4 families each. But yeah, you do find it, and the only reason you know this is the town, by the way, is because there's a wooden signpost bonked into the sand that says Olar on it.
Boom.
Yep. Cool. So when you arrive in town, there is no one out in the streets.
Okay.
Does it look like it was recently attacked?
No. What? Give me
Or
a
like,
perception
does
check.
it look like the reason why people aren't there?
Give me
Recently
yeah.
attacked?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Like we'll say this is as you're rolling into town, not actually in town yet. Okay, Dorhim, like you're like you like maybe like at that exact moment, like a little gust of sand like gets blown in your face, and you're like, ow. You know, you're blinking sand. You and Junior are both like, ow, sand in my eyes. Jacques, you notice in particular of interest that there are like first of all the footprints in the sand are reasonably fresh, and like there's a couple going into a building, so you think there are definitely still people around. But you notice like a dagger, like slightly off to the left behind one of the buildings in the sand. Like you notice something like kind of glint as the sun catches it in the sand.
Right. Yeah.
So you spot like this dagger.
I can't. My instinct is to go and pick it up, but somebody
wanna
could
do it?
jump on me. Hey, somebody go pick that dagger up.
Okay, I'll
Actually,
go and pick it up.
I can't mage hand the dagger.
You could mage hand the dagger. Like it lets you. It's like short range telekinesis. Of course you could.
I'm all right, guys. We're gonna get behind cover, and I'm just gonna go and then hopefully some goblins just gonna be like, just chasing after it in the sand.
You mean you're going to Tom and Jerry it, like dragging a carrot
Yeah.
on a trick? Okay. So
We're in a desert. We're just gonna turn this into fucking Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
okay. So you go backwards a bit, and then you lift it, like you start to mage hand the dagger at the sand.
While he's doing that as well, like getting back and getting ready, I'm going to pull out and arm my pistol, like prepare it
Yep,
just in case.
So as the dagger raises out the sand, like there's a skeleton, like there's like a very decayed hand, like still like rigor mortis to it,
Yay!
and it pulls out of the sand and like just sort of dangles there because you're holding it in the air.
Yeah. Oh. Just make it wave.
Oh, this wasn't what I was expected.
Okay, you make it wave. Cool. You make it wave.
I'm gonna pull
Well, screw it.
pull an arrow.
I'm wondering, like, is it possible at some point just do a whole session where you don't have to do any combat? You just make the bad guys feel guilty by just animating all the corpses in subtle ways, so it's just like they're having hallucinations.
Dorhim would
Chicken.
cry. If Dorhim didn't get to punch something, he would cry.
You can punch like the one guy that feels no guilt.
Okay.
Blight would be haunted by a child.
Okay, yeah, I guess we've
Okay.
got no other way of drawing anybody out, or I'm worried that if we go straight in, we're gonna get jumped. But I feel like that's
Well,
we
we
don't
go
have much
straight
choice.
in and we just
Didn't really
kill
bother.
everything.
That's a point. You do have like a human hand around a dagger.
maybe but they might just not have seen it.
Okay.
I mean, we could sneak into town, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll do some. We'll be wary, I guess.
Okay.
Do people want
I
the
mean,
spells?
in a shootout, unless like they're all rangers or something, I think we got an advantage with Blight and I.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially when they're goblins.
Yeah.
I hate goblins.
Alright. Let's do our usual victory send off, guys.
Bro fist. That was totally not
Come on,
how I would
Dorhim.
say it.
Come on, Dorhim.
Good boy.
There we
Yeah!
go.
Let's
It's always
go.
fun. I never know if Chris is actually doing it or not. We just have to take his
Yeah,
word for it.
we just have to take his word for it.
Every time you could just be sitting there like this, you're like fucking morons.
I don't think he's doing it. I can hear it in his voice.
Okay, so yeah, you guys like, right? Who's gonna like? How are you gonna do this? Like, Dorhim, you want to stealth him? You said.
Well, I think I would go in front, kind of. I'd go like along a couple of buildings, then signal to the others nobody's here, and then kind of just keep doing that until
Like,
run into
as-
something interesting.
As a point, these are like clay houses. They may have rudimentary doors, but they almost certainly won't have like proper windows. They'll have drapes, like they'll have like cloth nailed in, so they're really easy to look into. If you sneak around the back of the building, you just have to like put two fingers,
Okay.
like go woohoo.
So I'd probably just kind of make my way forward, checking the buildings, and then when I see something that's of interest, maybe
Yeah.
do something else.
Give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
Okay, 19. You like you peek around, like you go a couple of buildings up, like lift this curtain, and there's a family inside. They're still perfectly alive, but they are very much like the dad's like pacing back and forth. He's got like kind of like a mining pick in his hand, like he's kind of like thing. The mother's holding like two children in her arms, like holding them, like they look scared. They look like they're readying themselves for something.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I would kind of signal forward to Jack and Junior as they're the.
But not Blight. Blight stays where he is.
Well, I was gonna say because they're the talkers, and be like,
I love how I'm
People
one of the talkers when I have -1 charisma.
I'm gonna blow my nose.
the ones
quickly,
who
sorry.
have talks.
No problem. Yeah. Because Tom's going to blow his nose, I'll say that then, like, maybe you go check another building as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you realize, like, you check, like, the
Well,
next...
I'll maybe signal to that building, and then I'll move on.
Yeah, you
Alright.
check the next building, and it's, like, the same deal. Like,
Alright.
there are people still populating this town, but it seems like they are all preparing for an attack. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody
I
got like
think
a
it's
little
time for
stick,
a house call, Jack.
a little flag. Somebody, just like a stick with a white flag. We come in peace.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sheath my pistol away because that's obviously not what they want to see right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
I
we want
will,
to go to the front of this house and just hands up say, we just want to talk?
Well, we don't know if they're being watched, so I say we go to one of the windows and just go. Psst.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really want to pick through the brains.
As
So if
you-
you
like,
want to
when you're like-
I'm fine with
You kind of startle the man with the pickaxe. He like turns and whacks it on the windowsill. Like it's like he doesn't come close to hitting you, but like
Yeah.
dirt kind of flies in your face. Like just horribly. He's like, oh, I'm incredibly sorry. Jesus. He takes a moment to blink and focus, and he sees the two of you.
Yeah.
Blight, are you actually going with them, or are you going to?
I'm keeping cover for Dorhim.
Cool. You two are off sneaking around looking in windows, you fucking perverts. Yeah, you two are talking to this family. Cool. Like, he's like, are you with the guards? Did they send more? Did she get away?
Did who get away?
I've forgotten her name. God, what's her name?
The
Anu.
treasure hunt. Oh.
No, Anu, like, the guards. She said she was going to get help.
We've not seen any guards.
And what are you doing here?
What happened here? We've come. We heard those goblins in the area
Yes, goblins.
that needed taken care of.
There's
but
It's been
we haven't
terrible.
come- What's happened?
What
Goblins-
happened? Tell us
Yeah.
exactly.
He kind of like he looks out the window. And he says like, "Come in, get like front door,
All right.
around the
Okay.
other side."
I like windows.
Would you like to roll in the window?
Nah.
Well, parkour jump.
We don't want to upset them anymore, unless our sick parkour skills would like uplift their spirits.
Okay, Dorhim and Blight, are you guys going to keep sneaking around, or do you just want to go in a building too? Up to you guys.
Well, I guess if it looks like they're actually got some progress, we would head over to them
Yep.
and
okay.
then be. No, because the rest of it was just check and see if there was anything else around, and it doesn't
Yeah.
appear like there is.
The town is not under attack right now.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the arm was from a previous battle.
Right now.
Yeah, of course. Right now, I'm the GM. I'm gonna kill people. Okay, so you step inside the building, and like the man introduces himself as Sorry, I went to my my random name generator, and the first name is Brolet.
Roll it.
Is this really human name generator thing? I've got like Masmo, Joshua's, Care 2. We're gonna
Yes.
call this guy Onti. ONTI.
Alright.
Okay, he's like, I guess I'm kind of like the chief here now. After Dirk Balfour died, Jugbalfer. You don't need to remember that name. It will never be mentioned again because I've probably forgotten it already. Because I can see Dorhim writing it down.
I haven't forgotten. It's Jugbalfer.
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 After Jugbalfer died, I guess I was the man in charge around here. We've been. Yeah.
Seems like you've been. You'll have a lot of paperwork to do. There's a few people. It doesn't seem like many people have survived these attacks.
What's paperwork?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay. He's like, yeah, the goblins. They've been attacking us constantly for like the last 3 days.
Goblin attacks shouldn't cause this much trouble, though. They're pretty common out here, or at least outside of the big cities.
He kind of furrows his eyebrows and he's like, I mean, I don't know when the last time you left the city was, but not here, not in the desert. Like we've never really had problems with goblins before.
It must be pretty organized to be able to attack, even just a village of this size.
Well, I mean, yeah, and that's just the two of them.
The two of them?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them, a group, a group of them traveling around. They came from the mountains a month ago or so. They stayed away, they stayed away, but then he starts stammer. He can't get the rest out. He's having trouble speaking.
Chill, bro.
Yeah. I'll put a hand on his shoulder and be like, breathe. We're here to help.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Always make Junior do it.
-1, baby.
I'm proud of you.
He doesn't like people getting into his personal bubble.
Yeah. He starts. Yeah, you did it though. He breathes into his nose. He's like, they came from the mountains. They were digging up the desert, but they kept to themselves. But then that rat woman, she rode through, and then the goblins, they chased her out of the town. We saw them. They were nearby. They caught her on the road. I think that's what we were told. And then, now they've moved on, but a couple of them stayed behind, and the pair of them keep coming in and attacking the town. They're really well equipped. They've got actual. It looks like it was made by people. And,
a pair of them.
Yeah, they're the ones attacking the town.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many are there?
I couldn't say for sure, but the band is the party that were digging up the desert. Certainly more.
And how long ago did the soldiers leave?
What do you mean? Which soldiers? Are you talking about the human
guards?
ones?
The ones that said to go for help.
What happened to the guards?
One of them was killed, and the other one left early in the morning.
Right. Okay. And we didn't see them on the road.
Nope.
So they probably didn't get very far.
Nope.
Which means if we try and leave, we're not going to get very far. Oh boy. Well, I don't think help's coming.
Do you know where these goblins are located now? Because you said there's a group which are still watching you. Do you know where?
Remember that there's there's two groups. There's one
there's
group
a group which isn't here.
Yeah, one group's moved on from here, and the other group is the raiding pair. Which group are you talking about? The raiding pair?
He mentioned there was a group which was still there.
Yeah, the raiding pair. The couple of them that are still waiting town. Yeah, somewhere up the north of us. They come from there every night, and they I don't know. I think they're killing for sport. They kill a couple and then leave every day. We don't have many people living here, and
do they take anything when they come?
The bodies.
Do you know what direction the other ones went? Not the ones who are raiding.
They went somewhere to the east, but the desert's huge. They could have gone anywhere from there.
So
Right.
east is back towards Woodhurst.
No, you can't. You are moving.
All right, yeah. So okay, further into the desert.
Bless you, Tom.
Sorry.
Fine.
Okay.
I know your nose is broken. It's fine. Okay. So
Okay. I think our. So
I say
basically,
we could lay a trap for them if they come here every night attacking and taking bodies, and
yeah.
they won't expect 4 able warriors, so we could have the element of surprise on them.
Are we gonna do the whole Firefly thing, Craig? We'll give you a bonnet and put you in like a.
I'm not gonna lie, I contemplated doing something along those lines.
I think the.
Not gonna lie, I really want to wear a pretty dress.
I think the only issue with that would be the worry that because people going from here back to the town we came from have been attacked and taken care of already, that we might have been seen coming in.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if
that's
we do
why I
hide,
think
it's got to be a good hide.
This town is not well suited for hiding. It's it is 4 buildings in like a perfect square.
Yeah, we're gonna like dig shallowly into the sand and just lie in it, and then go boo.
Well, even if we were just in the houses, see them charging up and whatever, we could just, like Blight and I could just appear from the windows and shoot at them.
Yeah, like we could all hide in wardrobes. We shift all the town's wardrobes into one house, and we all hide.
And the goblins attack a different house.
Yeah, we wait until they come to this one.
But they take like 2 people a day. They're probably not going to run to every building. You're going to be there like 4 days.
If we just
Why are
run
we actually doing this?
Yeah, I was going to say
Like, we don't need to protect these people. We
don't,
can.
but it's the best way of tracking down the other goblins. If we get
We know what direction they went. Unless these unless you think the 2
Again.
goblins have like a better understanding or willing to talk.
they went
Could be.
eastward, but like they could this desert is huge. Like they're
Okay.
probably not going to be on the trail.
It could always be that when the other goblins find out there was an attack that failed and that they were wiped out, they could return.
Yeah.
So we'd have to leave one alive but injured, like enough to
Go
say
back to them, maybe.
run away.
Yeah. We follow
That
him.
wouldn't be bad.
Always trail of blood.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could work.
Potentially, yeah. It's not a bad idea.
That sounds like a good idea, actually, to me.
Yeah,
Have them lead straight to them.
we can try and torture / diplomacy him, and if that doesn't work, we can just leave him tied up.
Torture
NBA.
/ diplomacy. New indie band name.
Same thing. But if that doesn't work, then we can just leave him totally securely tied up.
Mhm.
And when he escapes,
Even if we just cut injured one and like cut them, and then they would retreat if they were like one of the last ones. If
Yeah,
they were
totally.
the last one.
yeah, totally. It might be easier to try talking to them
Yeah.
rather than follow an injured man that might die halfway across the desert for all we know.
That's fair enough.
I'd say we should try. We don't lose anything by taking an hour to do that first. That's all.
No, I agree. Actually, I think that's good.
So, so you're going to stick around here till night.
Yeah. I think so.
Let's think. How are we gonna hide? Because
I was just thinking in between because there's do you say there were 4 houses side?
4 houses in a perfect square. Like,
Oh, okay.
are the goblins likely to
But
notice?
just hide in a house because
Yeah.
it's easy enough if you walk up to the windows and peek in, but they won't see us if we're just in the houses, and then we can come out when they arrive. Because it
Yeah,
should be pretty easy to see them as they arrive if the houses are in a square.
Yeah, we should try and find a house that has something we can hide in, though. Because, again, there's no glass or anything on the windows. There won't be curtains or anything like that.
there's like rags.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like,
Well, we'll just shut
In
all
the middle of the
curtains.
desert, you need to keep the
So
sand
we
out.
could see out.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll cut all the curtains.
So just
Uh,
one in each house then, and then
Yeah.
You do also know which direction they're coming from.
Oh, we
They
did.
come from the north.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
So,
I think we should split between. I don't know, one in each house would be useful just because that means no matter what house we can go to, we can jump on them.
Mm.
But it also means it means one person is going to be stuck on their own for a minute, whilst the other
others have
3
to
get from one house to the other.
we could have 2 in the north,
Yeah.
1 on the either side, and then none in the southern house.
Yeah, I don't want to give Luke a single turn where one of us is on our own against heavily armed enemies, because you know what he's like. Come on.
I'm not bad. I'm brilliant. I would totally wreck your faces.
Exactly.
No, knowing Luke, they could totally come from the south.
He knows that I'd do it to him. So exactly.
So maybe we want one person, maybe just acting like there's like a small guard, but try and look unprotected. Look like he's not very competent, and then have the rest kind of watching them. Then assume that the goblins
one
would
in the center.
and then the rest would be watching that person, assuming that they would then get attacked.
Maybe, or we make it look like all of the townsfolk are going to one building. Like,
We could just move all the townsfolk to one building. I mean,
True.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Pretty
much they're gonna.
I mean, if we care about them being alive at all.
If you're if you're offering them protection, they will obey you.
Yeah, like they haven't given us. They're not like. Do they have anything to pay us for protection?
Probably not.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
could move three of
But we
them to
don't-
one
we
building
don't-
and then just steal
we don't even
whatever we
need
want from the
anything.
others if they have anything.
We may as well just use them as bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Like we're not getting paid for this, so what do we care? We just need to get to these goblins.
We want to use them.
Honestly,
to
the
achieve our
goblins are
true
more likely
means.
to survive because they're more useful to us in this situation.
Yeah, we want to use them. Like they're a
That's
means
cool.
to our end.
That's cold, guys, but I love it.
That means what works.
I finally found a pencil. I've been looking for a pencil this entire time.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're gonna set up them in one of the northern buildings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, they will listen to you guys because you're
We're here to help.
offering them your protection
Maybe do things like while moving them along, loudly shouting,
for your own
"Here,
safety.
come to this building.
Yeah.
We're all going to this building, nice and safe. Just
Yeah.
sure
Strength in numbers.
be very loud about it. And
Oh yeah.
if anyone's listening into the town, just
Oh right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I get it.
just
Find a better pencil.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah. That takes you a couple of hours to get. Actually,
Yeah.
when it's like 40 people.
Yeah.
It takes you half an hour to get that done, and then they all sit in the building. Like a couple the older elderly ladies sing songs for the young ones to to comfort them and stuff like that. It's quite a touching scene,
Right. At least one of us should be wrapped in like a blanket with the old people, so that we go. Whoa.
Any volunteers?
Oh, well, it's just a blanket. Like,
Yeah, like
Wrap yourself in a blanket, pretend to be an old fogey.
I'm tempted to do that. So it could be like Tuco in the bathtub in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, where I'm just lying there and a goblin's like, I'll just shoot them through the blanket. Except it would catch fire, knowing look.
Oh, that would be tempting, actually. Just more napalm bullets. Cool.
Well,
So,
I mean, you did it to a pillow.
Who's volunteering to being old fogey man?
Not me. I think I'm more useful in a place where my bullets won't catch fire.
No old fogey then.
no.
Okay.
Cool. So you've got all these people in the building.
Yeah.
How are you guys setting up? Where are each of you going?
I will be. I will roll disguise so I don't look like I'm I look like I blend in a bit more.
You want to lie in the sand somewhere.
What? No.
You want to lie. What? Okay.
I know, just like blend in with the crowd of people, right? Because
Give me a disguise check
yeah.
and read out the number because I'm alt tabbed.
Yep, sure. 11.
It's as you try to slum it up, and you're constantly yeah, I know I need to look poor, but I love this ring and that sort of thing.
Yep, that's fair.
Your vanity is getting the better of you right now.
Okay, I'm thinking I might want a vantage point. No, that wouldn't really work.
Dorhim, what about you? Where are you going to position yourself?
By the door.
Yeah, I think I would get out like a chair, sit by the door, and just kind of act like
It is in your
try and look like I'm not doing a very good job of guarding. Just
I think I'll stand behind the northernmost house, because if I stand behind the corner with my gun ready, then as soon as they're walking up, I can turn around and take a shot or two.
And Blight, where are you going?
Out of vision At an elevated position.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
Nice. You like you fucking like Assassin's Creed yourself on top of one of the houses, and you like lie flat, like cover yourself in like a black cloak or whatever, and then you're like, I'm ready for this. Okay, so maybe half an hour passes and night falls, like like the sun starts to go down, like the sky becomes like a deep like crimson color, and you hear like a sort of like crunching noise, like a sort of like it's a noise as it coming from the north, and you can like of course the two who are outside can see straight off the bat that it is sorry, I'm trying to find another notebook. It's that one.
Can you say the two who are outside or the two who are at the
Two
front?
who are outside, so it's
So myself and Dorhim.
no, yourself and Blight who are outside.
Ah, okay. I thought Dorhim was sitting outside.
I
Yeah.
also thought I was sitting outside.
Oh, were you? Sorry, I thought you were sitting inside.
I was
behind the door. No,
thinking outside, like like
But
in
looking
the
like a bad
building.
guard.
but yeah, you're still like sitting outside
Yeah.
the door. You're stationary, so you're still not going to see it because
Mm-hmm.
the door's
Yeah.
facing the other way. In my head, I have the town layout like made up, and like it'd be easy if I had visual guides here, but I don't.
If only we had some kind of program that allowed you to make maps.
Right? Wouldn't that be great? Like pretty much.
Okay, that's fine.
The doors open inwards. Like the buildings face each other, and the doors open inwards, so they're coming to the back of the building by
Okay.
attacking from the north.
Oh shit! So I'm not actually hiding.
You are.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so I'm
like when you say
never
behind the building, I assumed you meant behind the building, like putting the building
from where they
the
are.
goblins.
Okay, that's good because that's
You
what I
said
meant.
you wanted to duck in cover and look out, so
Yeah. Okay. That's good then. I was
pretty much
just
you and
sure.
Dorhim are next to each other. Blight's on on top of a building.
Okay.
And Jacques is sitting inside, pretending to be a hobo really badly. He's like like the rest of them are like singing songs, like old family songs, and he's like, has anyone got wine? Fucking gin? Like you're being shit host right now. Good job, Tom.